Hello, salmon lovers. If you remember, I took an amazing trip to sunny Miami last month. I can finally share with you my behind-the-scenes tour of the Mowi Salmon facility, where I saw firsthand as to why Mowi is the largest provider of farm-raised salmon in the world. My flight to Miami was easy enough, although the walk to the gate was a mile long. I made it safe and sound to Miami at the hotel in Doral. I had never been to Doral before, but I was so surprised at how cool and developed it was. There were so many great restaurants and things to do. How cute are these butterfly wings? Obviously, I had to take a photo. After I got some much-needed beauty rest, I got my morning coffee and made my way to Mowi. Once I got there, I was greeted by the fabulous one and only Deanna Dumet, the Senior Director of Marketing and Category. She is a gem. She was so nice and made me feel so welcome, and she's truly now a BFF for life. First, she presented me with a Mowi passport so I could learn all about the world of Mowi. Then I received a really cute Mowi gift bag, which was filled with all these amazing different types of things that ultimately my kids stole, but the one thing I wouldn't let them get their hands on were my amazing salmon socks. I am absolutely obsessed with them, and can I tell you how many compliments I get on them when I wear them outside of the house? With socks on, my tour began with Patricia Boloci, the plant manager of the entire Mowi facility. Along with Patricia was Laura De La Rosa, the senior marketing coordinator. I was blown away at how smart and friendly these two ladies were. And speaking of smart and friendly, I couldn't believe how many women work at Mowi, kicking ass and taking names. It was seriously something so great to see. After we took a look around the back offices, we made our way to enter the sanitary filter. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You know I love a good outfit change, so decked out in my Mowi jacket, stylish boots, hairnet mask, and of course, official-looking white lab coat, we were ready to go. Off from the boot bath to the most wonderful hand washing machine I had ever seen. I swear I need one of these for my kids at home. You can't tell through the camera lens, but those fingers were spotless. After a quick dry, I went under the ultraviolet light to make sure that my hands were fully sanitized. After many steps, I was finally ready to enter the facility, and I was so excited to see behind the curtain. It was kind of like visiting Oz. The tour began at the delivery bays, where salmon sourced from Mowi sustainable farms arrived fresh, not frozen. I watched as skilled workers quickly unloaded the containers of fish and moved them into the processing area. What blew me away, and this is maybe the best takeaway from this entire trip, is that there was no fish smell in the facility. None whatsoever. That is how fresh Mowi salmon is, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. When the fish comes in, there's a machine that automatically removes any remaining bones from the salmon. And of course, that's me supervising because, like always, I just can't help myself. My bestie Patricia explained the strict quality checks performed at each step. This place is a well-oiled machine with staff moving efficiently on each of the lines. I was so blown away by their commitment to hygiene and food safety. Everything was spotless and all their protocols were followed meticulously. Something I understand firsthand at Dana's Bakery. We pay close attention to that, so I know how important it is for any production facility, and it was so nice to see that they were following all of the rules so carefully. On this line, they're working on one of my favorite Mowi products, placing beautiful fillets onto cedar planks, ready to be skin-packed and labeled and shipped out fresh. On another line, they're packaging family-sized fillets that you can see each piece is perfect. Obviously, there's me acting like I'm running the show again because, as you know, I just can't help myself. Given that I love to work on the line, when Patricia asked me if I was ready to go to work, I jumped at the chance. Look at me laying all those beautiful salmon fillets on the tray. From there, I went down the line, and believe it or not, they kept yelling at me to go faster. Guys, you can't rush greatness. Just trust the process. I'll get there eventually. Anyway, then down to the final leg of the journey to carefully load all of my hard work and these beautiful boxes onto a pallet for shipment. As the tour wrapped up and I had to scrub clean and return my beautiful white boots, I had a chance to reflect on the incredible attention to detail and not to mention all the care that went into every step of this process, where tradition meets technology, all in the name of delivering the freshest, most delicious salmon possible. I can personally attest to this. We had an awesome salmon lunch before we left for the day, and the recipe was so good, I'm still trying to get my hands on it. And then back to the airport I went, obviously rocking my salmon socks, where I'm happy to report I had a smooth flight home. I want to give a huge thanks to Diana, Patricia, Laura, and all of the people at the Mowi facility for making this such an amazing and unforgettable trip. I truly cannot wait to do it again. Until next time.